Hello, welcome to my channel. I am working on this ring that has sort of an intricate piece that's gonna be all the way around. It's gonna be like an eternity man's ring, but I have to make sure all of the lines are correct and the portions fit right. Otherwise, there'll be too much space showing, and that's gonna look kind of empty and just like not there'll be too much antiquing and not it's supposed to highlight it, not take away from it. So I have to really like work on to have it all exact the portions I need. And this ring, when it's finished, it will eventually become a ring that was inspired from the 1970s. Now it didn't really start off that way. So yeah, I've been like looking for ways to like kind of just find ways to make more jewelry during the day instead of just like only when I have specific jobs that need to get done and stuff like that. I've been reading this book called The Artist's Way. Now, it was highly recommended. Now, I just read the first week of it. Like, she has it portioned out in weeks and versus like just like chapters, I guess. Well, every chapter's a week. But she recommends journaling every morning, like 3 pages a day. I've heard that before from another artist that does that. And that's helped her out, but I've heard that kind of just gets rid of all the mental clutter and keeps an artist from overthinking, which is something I do. And so I'm hoping that will work. Like, I'm trying it out, but I didn't do it today, but I have like noticed I kind of just like, oh, I'll be working on this now and stuff. But I don't know how well effective it really is. I have dabbled in like trying to get back into drawing again and like making it like sort of like a practice of doing small thumbnails just so that I can like get better at sketching for my profession and stuff like that. Now, when it comes to morning routines, I do enjoy listening to those videos and they have great intentions, but I notice they don't quite work for everybody, and I'm just not someone that can get up at like 4 or 5 in the morning because I'll just be tired all day long instead of just like a certain times of the day. Like, my energy for me has always been like the afternoon and then the evenings, but the least amount in the morning. So now I did find this other book that's about sleep patterns and sleep categories. Not really, maybe not categories, but sleep types is what I meant to say. And this kind of just blew my mind for a bit because it honestly just answered my questions that I had. Not everyone was meant to be one type of sleep schedule. Because like in history, they would have people that would be the early morning birds that would like take care of the tribes and stuff, and then they would go to sleep. But then the people that were the night owls that would just watch over the whole village, and then people there in between that was like that helped take care of the shifts of each type. So I fall into the middle, which is good, but I also have to like work on going to bed a certain time and then getting up and then having a certain like meal at a certain time. So that's what this book was called, The Power of One by Michael Bruce. And he goes into all the details on how like what type of sleep type you are. Now he does categorize people in type of animals that could be just kind of silly, but it's easy to remember. So, but yeah. And it definitely just kind of throws off, like, everyone has to get up at 4 in the morning to, like, get everything done. As much as that sounds great, but for the most part, society kind of just catered towards one type of sleep schedule. I mean, I get it's, like, uniform, but, like, sometimes it just be nice to have, like, more flexible, like, schedules with other things. However, our society has changed to just cater towards even less than they did before. There's no like stores that are 24 hours anymore. And everything closes at 8 around here, at least where I live. So, I mean, it's not like I go out anyways, but it just sometimes be nice to like go some places just to get something. But now I'm just kind of like thinking to myself, maybe I should be a morning person. But then I learned, oh, I'm not, but I could at least make some like changes in my schedule so that I can have just a little bit, couple more hours of like better productivity, I guess. So this came to my mind recently, and I've been thinking about this for years. I wanted to make this happen like probably 8 years ago, but didn't do it. But my New Year's resolution was to actually finish the projects I've been putting off that were like personal to me, that have been sitting in my box for like 5, well, more like 10 plus years actually now, which is crazy, but here I am. So yeah, I'm hoping to like eventually do some more shots and like get some better like footage and stuff, so that'll make me like, oh, I could take, pictures of this and all that, and then that way I could kind of just document all my personal projects instead of just like stuff I have to do and all that. So yeah, I have like a necklace or a couple necklaces, and then a pair of earrings and several rings. So there's more projects I plan to do. Hopefully I can do it. At least that's my goal, is to... I've had to trim down a lot of them too, sadly. I had to take them out of my box and like say, well, is this going to be scrap metal now? And kind of just made me a little sad a bit. And there's even some things like, it's not just like stone setting or things already made, but I have a little bit of each. Some of it I still have to design. Like a lot of it is just really just dreams in my head. And I've drawn some of them, but a lot of them are just like gemstones that I've had, especially from the collection I've had since like 2015, 2014. But yeah, I'm hoping I can like finish those up and then post them. I tried to get inspired by getting up early from reading the book. I read this book start to finish, The 5 a.m. Club. Now, I could see why it was popular, but like, it didn't really make me want... At first, it did make me want to get up at 5 in the morning. Now, it does... I will say that book does inspire you to like be the best. Or be the best in your field, or at least try to be. And, however, just get up at 5 in the morning, though. If you're someone that's already a morning person, then you're going to do that anyways for the most part, but you kind of like quoted the 5 a.m. method, or routine, really, to be the number one reason of success, and I know there's a lot more to it than just that. Now, I will say managing your time and making sure you can fit as much work as you can in your best hours, and I mean by the time that you have the most energy. Like, it's actually better to manage your energy and not necessarily your time, because sometimes, because everybody has the same amount of time, but it's just really like how you use it. But you can at least manage your energy. Like, if I'm kind of tired in the evening, and which is most evenings, but if I need a second wind or something, I'll have like a multivitamin, or just like sometimes a coffee. Although it doesn't work for most people, because sometimes the caffeine can mess with your sleep. So, but luckily I can fall asleep pretty well. It's just getting up that's like tricky or annoying some days. I will say though, I guess a couple things I'll add here is, I do wish our culture, society would actually make space for stuff to happen in the afternoon. Or, I mean, they do, but it's like we have to take time off to do it. Like, ideally, I would just absolutely really love to work out in the afternoon and not wait till the evening. I like the evening. Morning, I tried that. I tried getting up early morning to work out, and it just didn't feel that good. Even though I'd have a pretty decent breakfast and stuff like that, but ideally, I don't know, it just didn't hit right. I didn't really feel good. So, even when I managed to go to bed early for a whole month straight, just to see, in some ways it did change my life. It was easy to go to appointments that are 6 in the morning, which was wild to me. But, however, I still didn't really enjoy working out in the morning. Now, I know that works for a lot of people, but not for me. So, that's the only thing is, I wish there were just ways to, be able to have, a space to do a lot more of the heavy lifting, I guess, in the afternoon. Other than that, though, I'd have to that's why I rely so much on the evenings because I'm trying to reduce my decision fatigue in the morning because I know that I'm not gonna remember to do stuff. I'm gonna remember to make breakfast and brush my teeth. But other than that, I there's not much I'm gonna remember except getting out the door really to go wherever it is I need to go. When it comes to productivity, I still have a ton to learn. I like listening about it and stuff, but there's a lot that I haven't done myself that I could put to practice. And then as I figure that out, I will talk about it because that's the only way I can really just document how what works for me and what doesn't. So, yeah, if you made it this far, I appreciate it and thanks for watching.